Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me doing stuff with board games or talking about some board games. And today I'm actually going to be doing kind of a read storage solution for Wraith and the Giants. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I just wanted to use an excuse to talk about Cube for Me stuff. So that's kind of a whole thing. Side note, I'm not sponsored by them. That's something I think is important to state up ahead of time. But let me go ahead and get our background music started here. We're gonna go old school with my old school playlist and not the generic lo-fi. Gets a little bit more variety here. But as far as everything goes, this is my Wraith and the Giants copy, and I have the expansion, and I want to store everything in the box. As you can see, I have a board game box strap. I don't know who the publisher is of this one, but of the strap itself. But I have everything stored in here, kind of in a not super ideal way, in my opinion. And as a result of that, it just kind of led to a situation where I'm like, maybe I should try to restore this again. So I was gonna give you a tour of what solution I ended up here with just for the base game. And the goal is to store the base game plus the expansion in the same box. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but with my current solution, it's definitely not possible. So what we have here is we have these are some GameGenic, I think cube boxes, and I use these to store the different enemies that you'll face. So all the enemy cards are in here, all the Wraiths, the Giants cards are in here. And this is the, why is this one blue? Is this one blue just because I didn't have another black one? Yeah, I think this one's just blue because, wait, why is this blue? Why is it blue? Oh, these are like the foothold cards. Okay, I see. I haven't played this game in a little bit, so I forgot what everything was. But I know these are the different Wraiths. So these are the 4 different Wraiths that come with the base game. And that is what they give you, what they do. Sorry, my shirt's a little scratchy. Continuing on though, we have some additional things here. We have the deck boxes that hold the rest of the cards. And also my mic is doing weird sounds. One second, let me restart my mic. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, all right. I hope that's better. We'll see. I wonder if that's the music. But anyway, all right. So continuing on, we have just kind of all the pieces inside of here for the player pieces, just in this little box, and then we have these are the rest of the Wraith cards. Anyway, I have all the Wraith cards, the character cards that you play between these 2 boxes. So there's 3 different Wraiths. So in this one, the young, the adult, and the elder, I think is the name of them. The young, elder, and adult, yeah, Wraiths. So what I want to do is I want to try to find a better storage solution. And of course down here you have the different Wraiths themselves, all 4 of them. The ice, the earth, the wind. Is this wind? I thought I'd say it on this board. Oh, air. Air and the fire. So they're all there. They're all listed there. And yeah, I want to try to store all this in the same box. Again, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we're going to try to use some of our storage techniques to try to get us to that particular phase. And I'm actually going to change our music back to our lo-fi because I feel like it. That's right, I said it. I'm going to do it. All right, there we go. I feel like lo-fi is nice because it doesn't get too much in the way. Like classic music is classic music, but I don't think anybody cares that much. Anyway, moving on. So what I'm going to be using, I just got my shipment finally from Cube for Me. And again, like I said before, I'm not sponsored by Cube for Me. I just like using their stuff. I did reach out to them via email to say, hey, I do some videos and stuff, and can you guys be carried in my local game store? And they responded essentially saying, it's a little too expensive to do that, but if you can get me in contact with your local game store, maybe in the future we can talk about something. So that's kind of neat that they responded. So this box here is where I keep a lot of my storage stuff. It's not all of it, but a lot of it. I'm just bringing this on the table just to show you that it's all kind of here. I just got a fresh shipment of stuff. So I have some of these trays, which I'm going to see if they fit in the box. I hope they do. But these are kind of triple card trays. And I'm hopeful that those can work out, because that was kind of the reason. That's what inspired me to do the restorage, was that I had these. Maybe that'll be a little more efficient. And then I also got some, they have some additional large storage ones. Just give context. Here's a normal normal box that they have from Cube for Me. Again, this video, I promise, is not an extended advertisement for Cube for Me, but I do like Cube for Me stuff a lot. So this is something I very much will do for free. I paid for all this stuff with my own money, about $100 worth of stuff here. I think they had like a 20% sale going on when I got them. But at any rate, this is a normal deck box size. And for this one, I think this can store sleeved cards. I think it can store, I think I say 70 cards or so. And that's what that one is rated for. Whereas on this one can store, I think it said 90 something cards. I don't remember the exact number, but it's bigger. It's bigger is the big thing. So like you can see, it's kind of double the size. So between these two and this one, I'm hopeful that this can make the storage more efficient. If not, this video is going to be a failure. And I'm just going to end up carrying 2 boxes for Wraith and the Giants anyway. And you all might be asking, CulBlu, why are you trying so hard to store all of Wraith and the Giants in one box? And my response to that is just because I want to. Honestly, that's really it. No other reason outside of just because I want to. It's just something I want to do. So let me address a mic thing real fast, and then I'll continue on. 1 second. Okay, all right. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it holds out. I think it might be the receiver, but I just reset my stuff and changed the connection. But let's continue. So, first things first. Does this fit in the box? Because if it doesn't, then this whole thing is just blown up from the beginning. It looks like it does. I can only fit one. I was hoping I could do side by side. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a problem because all the cardboard is going to stack up pretty high. And I seriously doubt I can get 2 of these to fit everything. Yeah, this might be a failure from the start. Oh no, we are tracking very well here, aren't we? I don't know if Cube for Me makes 2, like 2 side by side. I think they do. I maybe just got only the triples. I'm a little sad I didn't get the 2s because the 2s would have been great too. Here's some smaller ones that I can use to kind of store tokens and stuff. These are for like mini European or mini American cards. I don't know if these will work out any better or work out at all, to be honest. But we shall for sure definitely see. So let's kind of continue on here. So my first problem is how much extra space would I even have to begin with? That's the big question. Because if the answer is not a lot, then we have some problems that we need to address. Inside the expansion, it gives you some more tokens and stuff, some more bits and pieces, and some more cards. So I need to consider all those things. But in addition to that, it gives you some more boards. So we have about that much in the kind of storage area there. So one of these is already at the top. That's gonna be a problem. I don't know. This is looking like a failure at the beginning. So I'm not gonna be able to use just one of these. I think it's more space efficient if I use 4 of the normal size ones. So these ones. I think I only have 5. Oh no. Do I need to place another order already? Ugh. So that could work, but I seriously doubt that I'll be able to store all the cards because there's a lot of cards. All right, now an alternative is, and I don't like this alternative so much, but an alternative is to store all of the boards in the expansion box and then store everything else in this box. And I'm pretty sure that will work without issue. I don't like it because, like I said, I like to have all the game in one box, so I don't have to remember like, oh, I need both boxes to play the game. That's always an ideal situation. An alternative is if Renegade Games wants to, release a bigger box. I'm all for it. I'm not opposed to such choices being made. But let's try to work with that strategy. So here's all the boards. Here's all the cardboard boards inside of one inside of the insert here that the expansion comes in. And I kind of don't like this whole sled thing, but I'm gonna try to use it because I think it reinforces the box a little bit, or pretty good. And we can make that work. I don't like it, but we can make it work. It's kind of the life of storage maniac here. So that works. Again, I don't like it, but it works. So that solves the problem of the boards, which means that I might be able to fulfill my dream of using these. The only problem is I don't know how efficient this is versus just using 4 of these. Now, the biggest differentiator, the biggest thing that makes a difference here, wow, words are hard. The thing that makes a big difference here is the simple fact that I don't have as many of these. I think I only have 5 of these, like I said, and I have 10 of these. So, or no, I have 5 of these too. Okay, let's see, 5 of these, 5 of those. So I have 10 of these. I think I only have 5 of these. And I can use these ones. These ones are for tarot card sizes, but I'd rather not. These are thin tarot card size ones. At the time I was trying to order for what I had kind of burned up or used up in my stuff, and I'm surprised I didn't order more of these. I guess I assumed that because I had these, I can go back to some of my other board games and just reclaim some of the single boxes by putting the triples in there. I clearly haven't gone around to do that, but yeah, let's continue here. So I'm going to try to store the Wraiths cards all together because they are sleeved, and it looks like these are 2 Wraiths. This is the young and the adult. Oh no, this is the adult and the elder, I think. Or maybe this is the young and the elder. Let me double check. No, this is the young. Okay, so this is the adult and the elder. So, in my mind, what I wanted to do was to store the cards like this. So you would have all 3 ages, but the expansion gives you the twins, which is another Wraith that you can use. So I don't know if that's going to be efficient. I think another problem I'm going to run into now that I've kind of sized things up a little bit is that this is... Oh, okay, never mind. I lied. It is. I was going to say, this is not big enough to store all the cards, but it is. Perfect. Okay. So that's big enough to store all those. And this is good because we need 4 of these. And I got 4 of these. Like I said, I might need to place another order. It takes forever for the cards to get here too, for the Cube for Me stuff to get here, because I think they're based in Poland. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere in the not United States, and it takes forever because it has to go through customs, and it's like a whole tariff thing going on, and just general nonsense from America, general American nonsense, if you will. I love my country, but sometimes I wonder. Anyway, moving on from the way of the world. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought the twins had cards. Wait. Hold on. Oh, the twins are young Wraiths. Okay. All right. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. All right, so the twins are young Wraiths, which means that I actually don't need 4 of these. I still only need 3 of these. So I think we've already established that these cards, this stack of cards, won't fit in here because this little nub that's in there, and that nub's supposed to make it easier for you to kind of pick up the cards outside of the container. But yeah, it's kind of causing some problems here. I could put them in there if I really wanted to force and shove them in there, but it's gonna end up giving my cards a little bend at the bottom. Is it that bad though? Let's see. I guess it's not that bad. Okay, all right. We'll try to do it this way. I don't know if I'm sold on this yet, but let me kind of get to the base of my storage solution stuff here, because like I said before, I had the vision of using this, so part of me wants to use this. And getting the cards out is kind of just going to be a little bit of a... I don't know if I like the trade-off, because it's going to be a little bit hard to get all the cards out. I mean, yeah, I can kind of push them down and like pull out cards like this, but this feels unnecessarily cumbersome. Maybe I can use this for the Wraiths in their cards, because there's 5 Wraiths. There's the metal. The metal is what the expansion gives you. So there's 5 Wraiths. They don't have a ton of cards, but they have bits and pieces, so I can kind of... Yeah, okay, I'll use this for the Wraiths. I'll use this for the Wraiths. Oh, sorry, for the Giants. I keep saying Wraiths. And I'll put the Wraiths inside of their own individual little deck boxes, because I did like how that fit. It doesn't feel like it's going to be damaging my cards. It's not going to be too hard to kind of finagle and get around. So I think while this is a admirable approach, I do not like it. Oh gosh, as you can see, it's a little bit of a struggle to get the cards out here. I mean, there's like a little hump there that can help me, but it's only but so helpful. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Oof, that was a bad bin there. All right, 1 second. This might turn off my music. Yeah, it did. Excuse me. We'll be back in a second. There we go. All right, so that's kind of the Wraiths, and everybody's there. So we have a spot that we can store some bits and pieces. I'm thinking this, and that's like a nice little flat plane. So this, and then question is, can these things fit here? Because if yes, then it's gonna be nice. And it's gonna be pushing it. It's gonna be pushing it. On the bright side, the answer is I don't need to do that, because with the way that I'm kind of considering store... Oh, shoot. Darn it. Sorry. Dropping everything. Where'd it go? Oh, it's way over there. All right. 1 second. Let me get up from my chair and move around. It's truly an unboxing. If I don't get up at least once, right? All right, there we go. So, we're back. All right. Okay. So, these are probably not going to be that big of an issue, because I'm going to store these with the Wraiths themselves. That was the idea. Here's the twins. They can join the party. There we go. All right, oh, there we go. So it's all flat. Good. I do need to sleeve these cards. So it's only a few cards to sleeve. I have some next to me. Yes. I think I need the Game Genic ones. They are... Are they in here? Nope. Oh, man. Aha, I found some. All right, so I found some Game Genic sleeves here. Game Genic mats. There we go. Nice and simple. It's only like 15 cards, so it's not going to be... Oh, well, this is actually more than 15. But it's only like 20? How many cards are these? Sorry. Yeah, 20. 20 Metal Giant cards. So this would be pretty swift. Now, there are there are 5 giants, and I have 6 compartments if I'm using 2 of these. The question is there something I can do with the last one? I guess I can put these pieces in there. And then again, I have my game stored between 2 boxes, which I'm not a fan of. And honestly, if I'm okay with a bunch of box lift, I could get it all to fit in one box. I mean, to be honest, I had a bunch of box lift at the beginning. That's kind of how I started with all this. And oh look, I have the exact number of sleeves. Oh, that's good feeling. Great feeling. I did that on purpose. That's right. That was all purposeful. So here's all the giant cards for the metal giants. And for the okay, we have some other bits. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have a storage solution. This is good. So what we're gonna do is the plan is to use 2 of these, and it's gonna give us a little bit of box lift. But then we kind of got this little section here left over, which can almost fit this. I mean, I can kind of shove it in there. Yeah, that works. So I can fit 2 of these by the looks of it. Do I have another one? Not seeing one. Oh yeah, I also have, I think I have 10 of these. These are essentially the doubles without, which is single. So I'm gonna save those for something else. I don't know if I have any more of these, but I honestly don't think I'll need it. Okay, all right. So, actually, given that I can fit this here, what I might do is I might use a fourth. I might use a fourth cube for me container to put this, because these are, well, hold on, these are associated with the creatures themselves, aren't they? So these are base cards. These are footholds if I want to play with the footholds. I don't think the metal giant has footholds. But these are specific to the giants themselves, so I might put these with the giant cards to save on storage. Excuse me. I think what I'll try to do is I'll try to see how this size up first, or how this sizes up first, and then we'll figure out life from there. So here's the earth. Now I'm gonna run into the same problem with getting the cards out that I got with the wraiths for the giants here. What if I use this? So I'm beginning to think if it's even worth using this, because I think this deck box. Oh no, it can't. I was about to say I think this deck box can still fit in there, but it cannot. There's it's a good bit of lift right there, like so. If I take out this bottom one, the single deck box can fit in there, but I don't think that single deck box is enough to hold all the giants. Let me test it out. Because the jeez, create mess. The idea is to make it easy for me to get the game on the table, and that's the whole point of like kind of getting all these bespoke storage solutions going. So the statement that I made was that I won't be able to fill the wraiths or all the giants inside of the same deck box, and if I can, then that means I could get that there and then stack stuff around it. It does not solve my 1 box problem, but that's what it allows me to do there. So we'll try it. Just gotta open all these. I really did like using these Gamegenic cube boxes. And actually, let me see if I can still use them. Hold on. I just got an idea. Just got a brain blast. What if I just kept all the giants inside of these? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I mean, because those aren't too big. They fit in there pretty well. Like, why reinvent the wheel? It doesn't have to be a pure cube for me storage solution. It's not like I'm sponsored or anything by them, which, to clarify, I'm not. But even if I was, it wouldn't make sense to just use only them, especially if this could work. So I have all the wraiths inside of their own storage thing. The main thing is to get rid of box lift. If I can get rid of the box lift that the box had, that'll be great. The problem is that my solution is landing on 2 boxes. So, did I really solve our problem? Or did I just make the problem exist somewhere else? I think I just made the problem exist somewhere else. Well, that's sad. And I don't know if I have another black box, but I'll just store the metal one inside of this blue box for now. Yeah, those fit. So we have all them in there. We have these cards in the footholds. We got these bits here, so yeah, I'm just kind of throwing all these inside of the last little box that I got. And I could sprinkle all this on top. No, I don't like that. I don't like that idea. I like the possibility of having all the giants inside of one box with all their stuff. But given how things are panning out here, it's not going to be the ideal solution for me, which is unfortunate. Cannot win them all, y'all. So we have these bits here. I think this is far too big to store just the little bit tokens like that separate, so we're gonna have to double up. And even then, it's still kind of using too much, or not using enough space in there to justify that as a solid solo solution. Still gotta put these somewhere. And what are these? What is this? Oh. Is this free candy? So these are like little scratch shields. I'm assuming these are the metal giants special token things. Man, I really wish I had a way to like kind of like if this was split into 4s, that would be perfect for this. I don't think I have anything that's split into 4s that can store stuff like that. I think I'm gonna end up with a ton of extra space, regardless of what I try to use. Shoot, no good solution for this one, huh? Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, what if I take the wraiths, right, and I put them over here, separate, and then from there, I put the giants there. Oh, sorry. Hello, Time Roller. Sorry, I didn't see your message there. Yes. This is an expansion. So Wraith and the Giants expansion. I have the New Dawn is what it's called. And also for those who are watching YouTube later on, I do live stream on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CULBLU. And feel free to check me out there for live stream stuff. But yes, I'm trying to improve the storage solution, and I don't think I've really improved it. So now I'm trying to salvage what's left of my attempt to improve storage solutions. The problem that I ran into was that the cardboard boards take up a lot of space. So like this expansion box now has all of the giant boards, the wraith boards, and that's it. And now this is gonna have all the rest of the bits. So instead of reducing the amount of box lift and making my storage solution a little bit more efficient, I've instead just made it to where I have to carry the game in 2 boxes instead of 1. Great. But I think this is a little bit better because these are the attack markers that I'll take, and these are kind of the foothold things. I think that's a better use of space there. And then for the rest of these, I should probably put these with them. There we go. And for the rest of the bits here, it's not a ton left. It's just kind of this plus this. And I feel like I can get away with putting this in the single storage, a single compartment. So let's see, can I use a small one? Probably not. Yeah, no, that's well, I mean, I could, but in the process of trying to see if you could, I never stopped to think if I should. I don't think I should do it this way because this is it's space efficient, but it's also very not great. So, oh, sorry, Time Roll says, I thought it said Wraith and the Giants, which is a D&D board game. Oh, is it? It might be, it might be. Yeah, this is a Wraith and the Giants. That's this one. Sorry, I read that wrong. Wrath of the Giants. Sorry. Yes, no, this is not Wrath of the Giants. Yeah, no, this is Wraith and the Giants. Alright, so that is everything though. Except for this. This can sit there. And I think that saved, what, 2 deck boxes? That's all I saved? I saved 2 deck boxes. I guess I didn't use as many of the Cube for Me things. Oh, I used all the sleeved one that I had. So that's it. That's it. Oh, sorry. Time Roller says you keep saying oh yeah, sorry. You're probably just catching up. Yep. I kept saying the wrong thing when Time Roller was trying to say that. This reminded or the title looked like it said Wrath of the Giants, not Wraith. All right, so that is that. Here are the rule books. We can store them in there. Here's the expansion rule book. It can go in there. All right, so did I solve a problem? I mean, there's no more box lift in this box. Well, there's a little bit of box lift, but there's no more box lift in this box. Yeah, there you go, right? In Time Roll in chat here says, did you get snow? Was 80 degrees last week. Today it's 18 degrees and there's ice on the ground. So that's referring to, so at the time I'm recording this, we are in the midst of a winter storm here in the United States. And the winter storm starts for me in my area because I'm on the East Coast in North Carolina. It starts for me around 6 p.m. I haven't seen anything fall from the sky yet, but I think we're gonna get just a bunch of ice, which is not great. So to answer your question, I haven't seen anything just yet, but also it is pretty cold outside. It is 27 degrees Fahrenheit outside, according to my wall thing. It is 68 degrees Fahrenheit in this room right now, and I'm pretty cozy. I think 68 is a really reasonable temperature. My fireplace is going though, so I'm trying to save on the heat bill. All right, so that is what we have here though. Again, if Renegade Games released a bigger box, I would be more than happy to just buy an empty box for $15. But until then, this is how I have to store my Wraith and the Giants. I do reclaim 2 of my upper deck boxes, which is great. I unfortunately was not able to use my full plot of using a bunch of these because I felt that these could work, but that was not as efficient, as space efficient as the other solution. And yeah, that's kind of all I got there. So it saved a little bit of space though, because instead of having, you know, the amount of box lift that I had before, which was essentially one of these sideways, let me simulate that here. Because this is what the box lift was. It was basically this. Just gonna wedge these in here. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna wedge these in here because there's, okay, there we go, got it. So this was the amount of box lift that we started with here for just this box. And both of these boxes were on my shelf anyway, so it's not like I saved a ton of, or sorry, it's not like I didn't save some space because I still had this box and this box, but this had this much box lift with everything sideways like that. But now with how I have it sorted out, I don't need to have that amount of lift. So I can buy another board game. That's what I heard. As advertised, right? As advertised. Okay. So that entire venture wasn't as successful as I wanted it to be because, again, ideal for me would be everything in the same box. But I think that's kind of impossible with the number of the Wraith boards. Unless the box is wider, then I can store everything sideways. I might be able to stack it. But until then, yeah, this is where we're at. So that was going to be it for this particular adventure. I am going to do a few more things with board game stuff here, though. So if you are watching a live stream, feel free to hang around. I'm going to do a few more. I have unboxings to do here. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. Hope this is very informative. Cute for me. If y'all want to sponsor me, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to be sponsored by you guys. I would also give a shout out to Q for Me products because I do like them. I do use them a lot. It is a lot of plastic, so if you're trying to save the planet by reducing your plastic intake, well, Q for Me is not the company for you. But also, yeah, I think they have some good products and I use them a lot on my stuff. So, all right, that's going to be it for this video. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.